Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is about a Wi-Fi router. Before we go to the Wi-Fi router, small recap, guys. The total network, it is like you want to create a LAN network. So you need a hub or a switch, like you connected devices to hub, or maybe you can use switches with a wire you can connect it. So that's what we are calling. This is a LAN network. This is a LAN network. Of course, if you have a wireless devices, you have a wireless devices like a laptop, mobile phones, tablets. This is you can mobile and tablet compulsory wireless. Laptop having two connections, wired and wireless. Okay, but you want to connect these devices wirelessly. There is a device called a wireless access point. If you connect devices wirelessly, that is called a WLAN, wireless LAN it is. Okay, so this is a LAN, either wide type like a LAN or wireless LAN. It is a LAN private network. If you want to communicate each other in the private, just you can communicate. You don't require any internet subscriptions and all, not required. But when you want to communicate outside of your network, like you want to access Gmail, Yahoo Mail, or maybe Facebook.com, YouTube.com, then you have to go outside of your network. To go outside of network, to communicate outside of network, you need a router. What is a router? Networking device. You can able to communicate from one network to another networks. Okay, it makes a connection and communication between different networks. This is your local private network. Outside it is a public network. So how can we communicate from inside to outside? Through the router only. And the router is also act like a default gateway. What is a default gateway? It allow to access outside of your network. You have to go through the default gateway. Modem, modulator and demodulator. So it is used to connecting your ISP. You can connect it through internet, can connecting to internet via ISP. Like that also you can say. Okay, we are connecting to internet via ISP using fiber optical cables or telephone cables. What is ISP? Internet Service Provider. Internet Service Provider. So guys, this is our private network. So with the help of modem, we can connect it to ISP. From ISP, we are getting internet connectivity. But up to modem is different network. This is a kind of different network, and this is other network. This is a completely private. This is public network. You want to communicate from this network to this network, we need a router. Okay. So these are the points are important. Okay. But you may not see any of these separate devices in your home or in your office kind environments also. Why you are not able why you didn't see hubs, switches, routers, modems, wireless access points? Why didn't you see? Because you have your own Wi-Fi router. In your home, if you do not have Wi-Fi router, so go to your friend's home or else relative's home. Check it. Geo Internet, Airtel Internet, ACT Internet. Check there's a Wi-Fi router is there. Okay. Your Wi-Fi router is modem. So from your Wi-Fi router, you can able to connect internet. You can see this is WAN port. So this is you can able to connect. See this is the WAN port where you the from internet service provider cable will connected to this WAN port only. Okay. So this is modem part. Okay. It act like a modem. Of course, it is we are saying router means it is a router. So we are connecting through the modem means from outside we are getting an IP address. Inside you have a private network. So which is required router, which is inside. This is a nothing but a router. Of course, it acts like a wireless access point to connect wireless devices. If you see there is a yellow things, these are the LAN ports. So if you can connect to a desktop directly, okay, using a cat cable, you can able to connect from your router to a desktop or laptop, okay, or you can connect it to another switch. From that one, you can connect it to multiple devices worldwide, okay, like this also possible. Of course, your Wi-Fi router also act like a default queue. It allow access to outside of your network. It act like a DHCP server. So when you connect it to your Wi-Fi router, so you will get an IP address from it. It's act like a local DNS server. Means you open any web page or maybe you try to communicate to the remote system with the name. You need an IP address. Will give the IP address of remote system for with the name. It's a DNS server. Okay, guys, got the point. So different devices. We are having different type of internet connectivities. Different internet service providers are there. We can connect them in a different ways. Like BSNL, Airtel uses earlier telephone types of cable. Now they are using a fiber optical cables also. Airtel use fiber optical nowadays. Geo also using fiber optical. The modem model is DSL or ADSL type of connectivities. DSL, ADSL type of connectivities. Okay. ACT, Hathways, any in generally local ISPs run RJ45 UTP cat cable type of things from their ISP provider. Geo Airtels are using fiber optical cable. Okay. In generally, guys, in generally, when you take a internet connection, so the internet service providers, so mostly they will give a router or you can choose a router. So then they will configure it directly. So generally for your home, you don't need to create. You need to install the Wi-Fi router. Configuration of Wi-Fi router is not required. 1 second. sorry, small tab. Okay, different models of um, um, routers also there. Okay, different types of connectivities to them. Okay, even the bandwidths like a dual bandwidth, only 2.4 or only 5 gigahertz or 2 gigahertz, 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz kind of stuff. Okay. N300 single bandwidth. This is mostly dual band. High data speed connectivities. We use these type AC models. Lower like a 30 Mbps, 40 Mbps, 300 is enough. Okay. So this is how the routers are look like. This is how the connectivity is. Okay. So guys, first important is WAN, second is LAN, and one more important is Wi-Fi connection and DHCP. Okay. You have a Wi-Fi router. So you have Wi-Fi router. From ISP, there is a internet cable is coming. It can be telephone cable or cat cable, or it can be um, fiber optical cable. Depends upon the connect. First, you have to connect. First of all, you have to connect. And you can use your laptop or a desktop to connect your Wi-Fi router using in generally LAN cable. In generally LAN cable. Nowadays, certain routers are getting a dummy Wi-Fi connection also. So you have to change the Wi-Fi names again. Okay, your Wi-Fi router using a LAN cable. Okay. So then we have once you are connected, backside of your router. For example, you take a TP-Link router, some AC to 1200, login. Okay. So login information. So it will shows like this. Okay. So management, web-based management utility login. So yeah, here it is. I can try this one also. Where are you guys? Okay. First you have to connect, log in with this URL. Then backside they will give username and password also. So you have to enter the username and password. So admin generally password is admin and username is also admin. Login. Yeah, this is a good thing. Okay. Once you log in, so there is a screens like that. It's just like a maybe it will shows. Nowadays we are having apps also. Plus, okay. So it is only login screen. Okay. So we can try for a configuration also. There is a lot of YouTube videos for configuration is also. I'm muting. Just check it. So he connected power on the router and he used this, and this is a cable. People are stay giving some default dummy Wi-Fi connection, which is inside backside. You can able to see that connection and their password. See this PIN number. Okay, you can see this SSID number and the password. With the mobile also, you can connect it. Okay. So earlier we have to use the cable. Now directly with Wi-Fi, using your laptop, mobile phone also you can connect it. Okay. You can get a ID password to log into your router. Okay. Then it is, this is for from the URL. Okay. This is a URL to log into the router. First is connected. Now it is URL given to the log into the router. Once you log in, the first important is changing the Wi-Fi router name. Okay. It's changing the Wi-Fi router name and password. Now he's try to connect with a change in name. Okay. Same password but change in. Okay. This is not. It's configuring wireless part only, not internet part. Local connections. Okay, so try 2, 3 videos, guys. So how to configure it. So the point is, guys, here it is. Where is this? Look at first point is, this is your Wi-Fi router. Okay, this is your Wi-Fi router. You can use nowadays. It is depends upon your Wi-Fi router. It is so you have to first do the power connection. Okay, first connect the power and turn on. So power LED is blinking. Power LED is blinking. First turn on. The second one. So there is a WAN port. Backside of this one, there is a WAN port. From ISP, from ISP, so you will get this wire connection to this WAN port. Okay, this is WAN port. Okay, so if you are using a laptop or a desktop, if you want to connect wireway, it's like a LAN ports also there. You can use connect with the wire with your RJ45 LAN port connection. Then open the browser, put the URL, which is backside of this one. For example, it is like a HTTP. Okay. For example, the URL, username, password will be mentioned here. So here it is. For example, your URL is http://192.168.0.1. The password is admin and username is admin, password is admin. Depends upon router. Router to router, these things are changes. Then login. Okay. Once you log in, you have to do majorly few setups. One is WAN setup. What is a WAN setup? So depends upon your ISP. You have to define, okay, depends on ISP. Okay. So you will get a how to connect. Connection, you have to define connection type. What are the connection type? It can be PPP, OE. If you are using ACT or local kind of stuff, you can say PPP, OE. Some are DHCP type. Okay, something like a static IP. Okay, connection types. Okay, so it will show different ways. You can see where I have put it. This. Okay, dynamic IP, static IP, PPPoE, L2TP, PPTP. Depends upon your ISP details. You have to enter this one. If you are using ACT, it's a PPPoE kind of local ISPs, PPPoEs. Then you have to give username. What is this username? WAN related ISP. From ISP will receive the connection IP address, password. If in case, guys, you are already configured, you don't get that username password kind of stuff. Okay, so you can log in and check this username and password which is stored in your Wi-Fi. Okay, this is WAN. So this is your subscriber username. It is like a subscriber username, subscriber username. That password only. Okay, so depends upon your ISP. Nowadays, what happened is people are coming. So with their mobile, they are configuring. So they don't sharing this username password generally, but their subscriber usernames and their password, like a subscriber username or a ID, subscriber ID is there, and subscriber password is there. So that is WAN connectivities. The first point is you have to do WAN type. Next one is your Wi-Fi. Okay, your Wi-Fi wireless configuration. Okay, Wi-Fi configuration. So what you have to do? So you have to tell SSID name. Define SSID name. What is SSID name? Connection name. So I want to connect. So if I click here, to display the connection name. So which one I want to connect, I have to click it. Then I have to give the password, right? So that SSID name. Then you have to give password. Okay. Encryption type. Okay. Like a WPA, AES type 2, like this encryption types are there for a securing purpose. Okay. This is your Wi-Fi configuration. Okay. So no encryption, no password, those things also there. Important is this name and this password. This is to access it. One more is if you want, you can do this one. DHCP configuration. Okay. So you can define like a define start IP, end IP address, or network ID is enough. Router IP address, LAN side. Router IP address means router IP, meaning is your gateway IP. DNS IP like this. So don't worry about it. Okay. If you give more details, then you will confuse the router. Okay. So point is two important things. Your WAN details you have to give. Okay. So what type of connection? What is your subscriber ID or username and password, which is given by your ISP only. Okay. Another one is your Wi-Fi configuration. You have to connect wirelessly, right? Give the Wi-Fi configuration. Okay. Your SSID name and password for connection name and its password. Once your everything is configured, it shows the diagram. Okay. From internet to your Wi-Fi router is connected or not. From there to your PC is connected or not. This connection status it will display. Hmm. Okay. Okay, guys. Sorry. Where are we? So check WAN IP address. When you are connected, if connection is successful, it display at the WAN side IP address, public IP. So if it is displaying some IP address, connection is successful. In this one also, WAN related IP means the WAN cable connection, internet LEDs, LAN LEDs, Wi-Fi LED will display to show the status. Okay. So now your configured Wi-Fi router, right? But how to connect from your system wirelessly, right? So simple it is. Click here, display the SSIDs, and click on your SSID. Click connect, and it display the password, and give the password. Click confirm. Then once it is connection is established, okay, so you can able to access. This is with the connection with wire and browser. Nowadays, we are getting a mobile applications also. Mobile applications without connecting wires also, like with wirelessly also you can connect and can do mobile applications also there. Desktop applications also there. Okay. This is how to connect. See it is. I've written lot of things. So then lot of lines it will this you will get confused. So backside of the Wi-Fi router, login details like URL, IP address, username and password to log into the Wi-Fi router. Open the web browser, use the URL to log in the router. I written all these things, guys. Don't worry. Once log into the router, you can start configuring Wi-Fi router. Okay. So first is modem, means okay, Wi-Fi, and then check DHCP configuration. If required, change it. Modem configuration means WAN configuration. Give the username, password provided by ISP and define the connection type. Which connection type it is there. If in case like you are using ACT local broadband, it's a PPPoE. So it is ISP connection it is. Okay, for connections. Generally it is so PPPoE. SSID is a connection name and give the name based on your home or office. Based on user or organization, will give the name and give the password. Okay. So you should give the username and password for both the bands. So connectivity is not one single band. So to both bands you have to give connectivity. Also check the DHCP by default is configured in router. If you want, you can modify. If you want to do any MAC binding, then you can try MAC binding. For example, you are in the organization. Okay. If you are in the organization, so then only these systems only should connected. Remaining systems, remaining mobile phones and all should not be connected. Then you can do the MAC binding. Check the LED status on Wi-Fi router to make sure internet is connected. Like a green lights is always positive line. It is connected. Yellow line, backside cable have an issue. Red, no internet. Okay. If internet is not working after installation of Wi-Fi router, check the WAN username, password, and connection type. You are configured, but maybe there is a mistake in username, password, or connection type, so you may not get connected. So you have to change that one. Log in again, change it. So make sure internet is working by using some website. So how I know internet is working or not? By this symbol, it will shows internet is working or not. This network symbol shows I'm getting connected or not. One second one is I can able to access different types of websites. So then I can able to understand internet is working. Okay. In case of password is compromised, like you given a password and the password is given to multiple members. Okay. So in your home, like mom and dad don't know, so they share the password to some new person. So what happened? So password is compromised. So better to change the password. Log into the Wi-Fi router. You know how to log into the Wi-Fi router and then change the password. Okay. Go to the Wi-Fi session and then change the password. If this password is compromising again and again, so you know what happened when I was in Pune, that location, I got this local internet connection. So one of my neighbor and owner asked password. I given to only two people. And one day I checked it, there is more than 10 connections in my internet. I feel like yes, internet is little slower that day. I went to the router and checked the number of connection to the router through the Wi-Fi. My devices are four devices are there, and I've seen 10 connections. Then what I have done, so I check all my devices. I block all other devices. Okay, password is compromised. What I have to do? So do the back binding. Okay. If you are unable to connect it to the Wi-Fi, so check the SSID and password. Okay. So you are connected, but you are not getting an IP address. So maybe your your MAC address is in deny list. Check it. Okay. If your Wi-Fi is there, username is correct, password is correct, but you are unable to connect. Maybe your Wi-Fi is in the deny list. Okay. And check your login to Wi-Fi router. So are you getting correct internet or not? See it is. This is the kind of stuff. Internet, router, your devices. See, connection failed means your internet to your router is connection failed. Means WAN related, not RAN related issues. So WAN related issues. Okay. You check the, so when internet is not working, what you do guys? Check the LED status. Check the LED status. Okay. So make sure your Wi-Fi router is on. Make sure the WAN connectivity is there. Okay. So LED status indicates connectivities. In case it is showing yellow color or red color, so better to log into your Wi-Fi router and check the WAN connection. WAN username, password, connection type is changed. You don't change again. So already it is there, good. If it is something changed, then you can able to change it back. Okay. If nothing is changed, don't do anything. Okay. So reboot your router and try once again. Still not working. Give a complaint to ISP service provider. Explain what is the issue, so they will resolve it. Guys, from your to Wi-Fi router must be connection is good. Either wide type of connectivity or wireless type. From you to the Wi-Fi router connection is must be good. Ping to the Wi-Fi router. So for example, what is my default gateway? How to get a default gateway? Simply IP config. So that's the last one is my default gateway. Ping to a default gateway. See, from my PC to the gateway means my router communication is good. If it is not communication is not good, so I have to troubleshoot my local. From router to outside, communication is there or not. We don't know, right? So either you can try ping www.google.com. So you can able to communicate like a ping command. So then it is not exactly internet issue. It may be some application issue or some other firewall related issue or a virus related issues. Because you are able to communicate to the google.com, so that's automatically. Okay. And also one thing you can able to do it, add 8.8.8.8 like a 4 8, 8.8.8.8 to your DNS server address. Like you go to this ncpa.cpl. Okay. See my DNS server address. Okay. I can add additional DNS server address also. Okay. IPv4 properties, advanced DNS. Here I will add 8.8.8.8 like this. Okay. If everything is good, LED, your Wi-Fi router is showing, internet is good. You log into the Wi-Fi router from WAN IP address is also good, but still you can't able to open the web pages. So what you will do? You can add this 8.8.8 address to the DNS. You can try. That is also solution. Okay. Anyway, guys, how to configure Wi-Fi router? So take a Wi-Fi router. First connect power supply. Then connect a cable from ISP. Connect your Wi-Fi router using a cable, or maybe you can use the default built-in that Wi-Fi name with the password. Some routers having this directly can connect with the wirelessly. So there is a Wi-Fi name and password is there. First initial by default one. So first connect with that one. Open the URL, log in with the username and password, default username and password. Later you can check this, change the security. That is default one. So you can change the security part. Okay. Then go to the Wi-Fi router. First WAN configuration. Define the WAN type. Give the username and password. Then go to the Wi-Fi settings. Change your SSID. Okay. And give the password and select the encryption type. And what is the third one? You are now the Wi-Fi name is also changed, right? So once it is save the settings, disconnect, connect with a new settings. Okay. And check the DHCP configuration. Okay. So if you are want to use the same IP, you can use it. The what is the default one, or you can change it if you want it. Okay. And once check it, are you able to get connected to your Wi-Fi or not? Means so your ISP is giving internet to your WAN, means your router or not? Are you getting internet to the router? Then you can also check in your system. So are you getting internet from the Wi-Fi router or not? So both you can check it. Okay. So this is how to configure Wi-Fi router. Guys, understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you have this voice and accent tomorrow? Any confirmation?
No, sir. We don't have any confirmation.
Okay.
Maybe Friday or Monday.
As I said, sir, Friday, if not Monday. Is it morning or afternoon? That's a confusion. Okay. No problem. If it is tomorrow morning, then I will go once again this file, few things like a troubleshooting things. Okay. These are the troubleshooting questions I given. So few other questions at least try. Okay. So I will share this thing directly to you and yeah. So first of all, I will stop the record.